All right, guys, it's time to test this thing. It's been powered on just long enough for me to plug in the servo, make sure it steers the right direction, and let's see how this thing drives. I'm going to take it pretty easy today. The tires are not glued to the wheels currently. And the pulley here for the GT2, I tried making a little bronze bushing, and the pulley's off center by about 5 thousandths, so the belt gets kind of tight and kind of loose. So that's an issue for another day, but, oh, and also the battery is going the exact 90-degree opposite way that it's supposed to. It's supposed to go left to right inside the car, but the battery I mocked this thing up with turned out to be no good. So, after the cars pass by, let's power this thing up and see how it drives. Okay, we got servo. Do we have reverse? Yes, we do. All right, we're going forward for the first time. Oh my God, it steers so sharp. Oh, and it's so nice and quiet. Oh my gosh. I'm barely touching the throttle right now. Wow, that is so nice and quiet. And it steers super sharp, especially for no differential in the back. It's like a go-kart axle. Like I said, I'm not going to go crazy just yet. The tires are not glued. Oh, right there, the tire just came off the wheel. Ooh, I hope I didn't hurt the wheel too much. Oof. Okay, let me put the tire back on and then we'll carry on. Well, it definitely steers super sharp. We're going to go ahead and turn down the steering rate. Even that's just too much. Let's turn it down even more. Okay, I've got the steering rate down to about maybe 20%. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how quiet that belt drive is. I can hear the servo from like 40 feet away more than I can hear the car. Run away! Oncoming car! Okay. Yeah, I don't know if my phone's going to be able to pick it up, but every time I steer to correct its drive, I can hear the servo. I can't hear the car at all. I'm only hitting maybe 20% throttle. I just don't want to mess up these wheels until I glue on the tires. But this has been an absolute success. Oh, tire came off the wheel, but we didn't hit the ground. Okay, I've got to glue these things before I really test it. All right. Meow. You know, this thing's actually relatively heavy. This thing would suck to get hit in the ankles with. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm not doing a full-blown speed test and everything here today, but I really don't want to scuff up these wheels. Oh, yep, and the tire just came off again. Well, guys, thanks for watching. This has been a total success. Over the next few days, I'm going to go ahead and pull this thing apart, sand everything, take a roll lock to everything, and get the reflector stuff off. Give this thing a full polish, glue the tires, and by that time I should have the right battery in. And this thing's going to be ready for a rip and a speed run. I'm really hoping for 35 to 40, but with how little I'm touching the trigger here, I think we're definitely going to be deep into the 40s with 2S on this thing. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. Take care. And since you guys have stuck around this long in the video, the second part of the video is going to show how I did the back axle. Nothing too interesting, but if you like drilling and cutting and tapping and dying, well, it's for you. So here it is.
Take me back to California.
Alright guys, so these are 12mm hex wheels, pretty common. Being that my axle shaft is 5/16, I tapped it to fit nuts, of course. They're going to be jam nuts that are going to be holding the wheel in place, but being that this is 12mm and the nuts that go on to 5/16 coarse thread are 1/2 inch, I took these nuts and ground them down, and now it's a nice little tight fit right inside there. Then on top of that we'll have a washer and then the other jam nut locking this thing in place on my axle shaft. So I thought that was kind of a neat little way to put 12mm hex wheels on my little homemade RC car. And just like that, the wheel will then just slip right on, and a little screw through the center to hold it in place. Well guys, I ran into a small little problem. I'm getting ready to make the stub axles, which is just this stainless bolt with a shoulder on it going into the aluminum steering knuckle. I have the Tamiya style 12mm hex conversion. It's got the bearings in it. It goes in the back side of the wheel. Well, it turns out what people do online is essentially the head of the bolt is all that's keeping the wheel from coming off, and all the radial loads go onto the bearing and the adapter. So apparently a couple of people have found some thrust washers small enough to fit here. I don't have that ability to get them, and I'm kind of impatient, so I'll order them and wait for them. But in the meantime, I got these little nylon bushings, and they're super hard nylon. I'm going to cut them out so that they are just a little bit, this shank here is just a little bit longer than the wheel is thick. And I'll just, oops, I just dropped it. Alright guys, so how it's going to go, the steering knuckle is going to be right here, and then the bearing adapter and some washers for shims are going to be there. At the head of the bolt, I have some nice flat stainless washers, and then I have that little piece of nylon cut out. It is just a hair, the shank on it is just a hair thicker than the wheel itself, maybe by about 5/1000ths, and it press fits into the wheel, so now we're going to have this disposable nylon piece spinning up against the washer right here. A little drop of oil inside there, and that should be fine for quite a bit of usage.